class. Today we are on lesson 28 of Saxon Math Book 3, and today we're going to be talking about subtracting across zeros. So for our first example, we have two students, a student A and a student B. Student A has $400. They have 4 hundreds. They are going to give student B $163. But they have a problem. They only have hundreds. So we'll start by having them give them 100. Okay, that's great. But now they have to give them $63. So what student A has to do is they have to go to the bank. They're going to trade in this $100 bill for 10 tens. So I erased 100, and now they need 10 tens. Okay, we'll label them all as tens. That was an even trade. So we're good to go. So now they can give them 6 tens. We'll take away these 6. And we'll stick them over here on this side. $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. But student A still has to give student B $3. So they have to trade in a 10 for 10 ones. Okay, 10 ones. And now they have the right bills to be able to give student B $163. Okay? Let's look at that as a subtraction problem. Student A started with $400, and they were supposed to give student B $163. So this is why we call it subtracting across zeros, because we have some zeros here that we really kind of need help with. Because if I have 0 ones, can I give you 3 ones? Can't do it. If I have 0 tens, can I borrow from a 10 to get more ones? I can't do it. So I have to go all the way over to the hundreds to borrow. So just like student A went to the bank and they traded in 100 for 10 tens, then they went to the bank and they traded in 110, which means they only have 9 left, for 10 ones. Now my problem is set up where I can subtract. If I have 10 ones and I give you 3, I have 7 left. If I have 9 tens and I give you 6, I have 3 left, and then 300s minus 100. Student A is going to have $237. Let's count and see if we're correct. 100, 200, 210, 220, 230, 231, 232, 233, 234, 235, 236, 237. Right there. Stay out of the view of the camera. Thank you, bud. All right. So that's our first example. For the next example, student B has $100, and they are supposed to give student A $74. Well, they don't have the right bills, so they're going to trade in their whole $100 for 10 tens. There's my 10 tens. And they still don't have the right bills because they don't have any ones. So now they have to trade in a 10 for 10 ones. Okay, now we've got the right number of bills. We can give them $74. Take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. And 4 ones. All right, they gave them $74. Let's show that one with a subtraction problem. They started with 100. They subtracted $74. We don't have any ones. We don't have any tens. We have to borrow from the 100. If I borrow 100, I don't have any hundreds left. So we write a 0 up here. We traded that 100 in for 10 tens, but then we traded one of those tens in, so we really only had 9 tens for 10 ones. Now, if I have 10 ones and I give you 4, there's 6 left. We can see that over here in our picture. I had 9 tens. I gave them 7. There's 2 left. And there aren't any more hundreds. So they have $26 left. Okay, last example. Says the grocery bill was $127. Malia paid for the groceries with 2 $100 bills. So how much money would that be? You can speak.
It would be, so we take away
2 $100 bills.
But she doesn't have 200. She only has 1.
She has 2 $100 bills. So she has $100 here and $100 here. So how much money is that?
She has 200.
200. Okay. All right, so 200 minus the grocery bill. How much change does she get back? She doesn't have any ones. She doesn't have any tens. She has to borrow from the 100. She's going to trade it in for 10 tens. And then she's going to borrow from the tens to trade it in for 10 ones. 10 minus 7
3
gives us 3. 9 minus 2 gives
7.
us 7. And 1 minus 1?
0.
Nothing. So she has $73. Okay, here is your lesson practice. We've got 4 problems here where you're going to try this skill out. We'll do 500 minus 371. We'll do 200 minus 144. We'll do 200 minus 56. Go ahead and get a whiteboard, Zeddy. And we'll do 100 minus 38. Okay, pause the video, give those a try, and when you come back, we'll go over the answers together. Must-do list. SRAs. All right, starting with 500 minus 371. Make sure you borrow. I kind of like subtracting across zeros because I get all the work done in the first step. So now I know that I'm not going to have to borrow anymore. I can just straight subtract. So 10 minus 1, 9 minus 7, 4 minus 3. Our first answer is $129. Don't forget the dollar sign. Second one, gotta borrow. Do all that work ahead of time and then we can just subtract. 10 minus 4, 9 minus 4, and 1 minus 1 is nothing. So we have $56 as our answer. Problem number 3. We have 200 minus 56. Gotta do our borrowing. Set it all up like that. Then we have 10 minus 6, which gives us 4. 9 minus 5, which gives us 4. And 1 minus 0. 144 is our answer. Final practice problem here, 100 minus 38. Don't forget to borrow. And then we don't have any 100s left. 10 minus 8. 9 minus 3. And 0 minus nothing gives us an answer of 62. All right, now is the time for you to do your written practice, which begins on page 154. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.